Are you a Singapore parent looking for piano lessons for your kids? Music lessons are a certain way of your kid achieving self-confidence, concentration and also math ability. One of the best ways to start is to learn to play the piano. However, it can be a little frustrating if your kid is not quite ready. Listed below are a few questions that ought to be asked before starting piano lessons for your kids. 1. What age is your child? Although it is not always down to the age of your child as to whether they are ready for piano lessons, a majority of children are at a suitable age to begin piano lessons between the age of 5 and 7. There are those children that are ready from as young as 3 years old, and there are those that should wait until they are 8 years old.
Even if your child meets all of the relevant criteria but remain to be young, they can begin piano lessons.
2. How long is your child's attention span? It is essential that your child has a good attention span, as they will need to have the ability to sit and pay attention for approximately half an hour for the lesson. Aside from this, the child will also need to practice for a minimum of 15 minutes every day. If your child can patiently sit for approximately 20 minutes and read a book or color, then they are most probably ready to begin piano lessons. However, if your child cannot sit still and pay attention to anything for any length of time, then it is advised to wait a little longer. Once your child is in the first grade at school, then they will certainly have a long enough attention span for piano lessons. 3. Does your child play one note at a time on the piano? Children will more often than not simply pound piano keys when playing for the first time, or they will play many notes at one time. However, as they develop control, it will be possible for them to play one note at a time. It will be possible for a child to play one note at a time as they develop the art of writing. However, your child can begin piano lessons if they start to play one note at a time on the piano before they have the ability to write. 4. Does your child recognize letters and numbers? It is essential that your child knows the difference between their left and right hand, the number 1 to 5 and the letters A to G before beginning piano lessons. Your child will learn these skills very quickly once they are attending kindergarten. If your child recognizes these letters and numbers before kindergarten, then you may begin with piano lessons. 5. Does your child have an interest in music? It is possible that your child is ready for a more formal music instruction if they are constantly playing the piano, banging on pots and pans or dancing to music. Weekly piano lessons need to be undertaken, therefore it is essential that the child is interested enough in music in order to continue with the lessons. If your child does not show an interest in music, but appears to be ready in every other way, then it may be better to wait until they are a little older before beginning piano lessons. Therefore, if your child recognizes letters and numbers and is interested in music, can sit for the 30-minute lessons and is playing individual notes on the piano, then your child is ready to proceed with piano lessons regardless of age. A majority of children are ready for piano lessons during their first grade. However, if you think that your child is not yet ready for the lessons, for whatever reason, then it is recommended to wait a while longer.